Good afternoon. Today is January 29, 2017. My name is Keri Carraway. Before I get started, I just wanted to say a few things. I am not to the left, nor am I to the right. I am not a Democrat, nor am I a Republican. I am not one-sided. I am only here to inform you, the people, give you the facts, give you the truth. I want you to be knowledgeable enough to be accountable enough for change. This year, 2017, is hopefully to go down as the year of change. Got change in the presidency, change in U.S. laws, change in state laws. What could go down as one of the biggest changing events in 2017 is the abolishment of the Electoral College. There's a bill right now on the ballot to abolish the Electoral College. And we've all had issues with the Electoral College year after year, election year after election year. There's always an issue about the Electoral College. And people don't even go out and vote because of the Electoral College. I'm not going to go out and vote because my vote doesn't count. It doesn't matter if I vote because it's up to the Electoral College in the end. Well, there is a bill now on ballot to abolish the Electoral College. Before we go any further into this, how about I give you a little background on the Electoral College. The Electoral College is a process established by the founding fathers in the Constitution, and this was a compromise between how they elect the president, between the Senate vote and the popular vote, the people. This was built in times before there was Facebook, Twitter, before there was mass communication lines, internet, before all of this. They put this in place so that not one state could change who is president. You know, that each state has an equal opportunity for choosing the president. A small state doesn't get washed out by a big state like California or Texas. So they put these in line to help with the process that is not one-sided, or just the people who know about the person running in California. Everybody votes for him, and they don't know about the little guy over there in Ohio. You know, so they put that in place. Now we have things like Facebook, Twitter, all these mass communications lines. I can see what you're doing live in Washington, D.C., and I'm in Texas. At the same time you're doing it. It's different. New year. But what does it mean if it's abolished? Well, I can tell you. Not one state could affect the election. The country as a whole will decide who the president is. The popular vote only. Now, I know it sounds good, but there are some cons to this. Number one being the mainstream media. One-sidedness. They could influence an entire election from being one-sided. That has to change if we are to abolish the Electoral College. It has to change. If there are illegal votes out there, that also has to change. Because people can use dead people's voting cards and vote with no questions being asked. That has to stop. Because if we are to abolish the Electoral College like many people want to do, then you have to make these changes. The media has to change, no longer being one-sided, just giving the information, just giving the facts. Stop playing with people. Now, let's move on from that subject. There's an amendment right now to limit the terms that a member of Congress may serve. Now, some of you may know, some of you might not. I'm going to inform you right now if you don't, that members of the House of Representatives and members of the Senate have unlimited terms. They can serve till they die. But now there's something about to be put into place to where they have limits on their terms. The House of Representatives right now, for instance, 2-year terms, unlimited. They held votes every 2 years, 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006, etc. Every 2 years they hold elections. They have unlimited terms. Every 2 years, they can be a representative. Under the new act, under the new amendment, they would be limited to 3 terms, which means they could only serve as a representative of the House for 6 years. That's it. The Senate, They serve 6-year terms, which is longer than the president serves. The president serves 4-year terms. They serve 6-year terms, unlimited terms. Staggered elections so that 1/3 are up for vote at a time. Every 2 years, they are up for election. So, every 2002, 2004, 2006, 2008, etc. But only 1/3 of the Senate is up for election at a time because they serve 6-year terms. Now, under the new amendment, they would be limited to 2 terms, that's 12 years. All of this, I believe, is very great because it gives people an opportunity and a chance to change the House, a chance to change where it's been so stagnated for a long time. It gives the House a chance to change. It gives other people a chance to become a representative of their state and to become a senator where people has been holding up chairs for too long. Too long. People who still think like 1963 are holding up chairs here in 2017. We ain't got time for that. No, not at all. We need new people, fresh thinkers, fresh minds, youth. We need new people in the House. Period. Now, we're going to move on from that. I am going to touch on a situation on something that I know you guys don't want to hear, but let's get right to it. The wall. Let's talk about the wall. 1 sec. It's not going to take a long time at all. Hold on with me. Taxpayers won't pay for the wall. We're not. It's not coming out of my pocket. I'm sure it's not coming out of yours. Who is going to pay for the wall? Well, 20% tax on imports from Mexico will pay for the wall. Mexico imports $291 billion worth of goods into the United States a year. 20% tax on that will give us 53 point something billion dollars that year. The wall only costs $16 billion. We don't even need to tax them the whole year for them to pay for the wall. And guess what? Keeps his promise. Mexico still pays for the wall. Unless you buy tequila, and unless you love avocados, and you gotta have your guacamole, then you're paying also. But you're only paying because they're paying. 25 bottle of tequila would be $30. $1.50 avocado will be $1.80. Not much. It's not really hurting us that bad. But at the end of the day, Mexico's still paying for that wall. I'm Keri. Thank you.